Hi, good people from all around the world. This is Nick. The time of year I wait for every year is finally arrived. Fall and winter time, also known as the Burr months, starting from September to December, are the best times of the year for me and for a lot of people around the world. This is the best time, starting with fall and winter time, and it's spooky season. Now, to be fair, I did say last year I was going to continue playing Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion for spooktober, starting in September and October. Now, I played the Spooky's Dollhouse, trying to finish the story. I did an episode on that, but it was not fun at all. It was very tedious. Your health bar would would not regenerate, and it was hard finding out where to go and stuff, and it was just tedious and not fun, so I stopped that one, and I'm not going to put that one up. And then the Karamari Hospital was fun at the start, but it started not being fun, and also might be triggering for people who have had bad hospital experiences, and I just, for that reason, I did not feel comfortable putting the episode out and not recording it, and also it was starting to be not fun as well. So that just leaves either the mansion re-through. I could replay and try to get the good ending, but for this episode I'm going to try to just do endless mode and see how long I can survive, because I did say I was going to play again. I did say I was going to play again for Spooktober. After this, I don't know what we're going to do, because I played the main game. I don't want to necessarily play the game again, just to get the good ending. But at any rate, I'll try endless mode and talk with you guys. So, yep, I've fall, winter time, the Burr months have been my favorite months of the year for my whole life. I love this time of year. The weather's a bit cooler. It's easier to sleep. A lot of people, now depending on where you live and also your own preferences, you might not like September. In the Burr months, starting from September through December. And some people have the criticism of, oh, you like being cold and stuff, like, and I say I don't like being cold. I just prefer to be cold and then warmed up as opposed to being hot and cooled down. Like, it's more comforting for me to for it to be cold and put on a nice sweater or a shirt or something, a long sleeve shirt, than it is to like be hot and then cool myself down with like a ice cold beer or ice cold drink or something, or some ice cream or something. Those things are comforting, and it's a good respite away from the heat, but it's not as comforting as, say, like during a really cold day, having some soup or having some chili, some tea, or especially before you go to bed. That's one of the best parts of the marshmallow. That's one of the best parts about the colder months, is when you go to bed and you're cold and then you cover yourself up with a blanket, and there's an optimal sleeping temperature. I think it's like around 70 degrees or something. And the colder months you can get that a lot easier. And the other thing too is the other reason why I find cold temperatures easier, and I'm talking about like 29 degrees at the coldest that I've ever experienced, is that you can always dress up. Like, you can put more layers on, but during the heat, you can only put so many layers off. And even if you were naked, just running around, even if that was allowed, still doesn't help all that much. And there are things like mission gear and stuff like that, cooling gear you can wear, and it does take the edge off the heat, but it's nowhere near as good as putting on a nice warm sweater or hoodie during the fall and winter time. There's just no equivalent for the relief that you get from the cold, that you can get from the cold that you can get from the heat. There's just no equivalent to that yet. Or at least not in my mind. Oh, there's static. Something's gonna come up. Something's gonna come up. Oh no. Alright, this is a good time for me to pause. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I am back. Now, I do know there's probably a limit to how much layering up can help in the cold. Like, if it's probably like 20 below zero, You can have a puffer jacket and long johns and all that stuff, and you'll still be really, really cold. I do recognize that there is a limit to that, but it's nowhere near as much as on the heat side. Alright. But I haven't seen snow since I was 3, and I can barely remember what it was like. One day I want to see it again, just to be able to experience what it's like and remember. It was like being in a giant slushy. That's how I remember it, at least. But one of my favorite YouTubers, the first Let's Player I found was Nintendo Capri Sun, and he has vlogs. He lived in Michigan. His original vlogger name was Jealous Guy, but then he went to Breaking NCS. And he lived in Michigan, and there were some of his vlogs where he's out in the snow, and I just imagine what it would be like for winter, how cool it would be for Christmas time to have a snowy Christmas. But then I've heard other things, like just to do basic stuff is a pain, like just to drive, you have to shovel the snow, and then you have to be careful when you're driving out there as well. And if I can remember all... Oh, God. Oh, that genuinely got to me, guys. Oh, it's that classic false alarm thing where there's so many times that something happens and you're fine and nothing happens, and then something like that pop. That genuinely got me, guys. Oh, man, that was terrifying. Okay. I can't even remember what I said, but oh, yeah, if I can remember, I'll include the vlog at the end of the video or something. But yeah, his tailpipe is covered by snow and stuff, and all and he has this brush he has to get all the snow off and everything. I imagine there's car covers, but that's a whole other pain in the... And then you have to have chains on your tires, and your pipes could burst, and there's all kinds of little and big things that can happen in that kind of cold that I just don't know what it's like because I've never experienced it. And so, in those circumstances, I can understand why someone would not like December, because it's a lot of pain in the ass stuff like that to deal with. But for someone who's, since I was 3, I've only experienced like 29 degrees, maybe 28 degrees is the coldest I've ever experienced. Since then, I just layer up and wear long johns and everything else, and you'd be good to go. Whoa, it's like an aquarium. Aw, it's like a game within the game. That's the Spookies place. It's so funny to imagine that that's what it's like. It reminds me of the Tales from the Dark Side episode, the Giesenstocks. I might include that as well. There's a lot of things I want to include in the video at the end. Another thing related to horror and Halloween that happened, and it's very sad news, is Bray Wyatt passed away, and it's sad. He was one of a kind. He was a very unique wrestler and person, and very creative, and I liked the Fiend character, but he was also great as the Eater of Worlds too. And I shared a post on it, and talking about Tom Savini and how he recorded one of my favorite tales. He was a director of one of my favorite Tales from the Dark Side episodes, Halloween Candy, where there's that old man who's basically like a Scrooge, but for Halloween time, and he's mean to the kids, and his son tells him, basically, you better give the kids candy and stuff, and of course, you think at first, okay, oh god, this is not ominous at all. Not one of these is going to zip up open all of a sudden and attack me, no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, where do I go even? Where do I go? How? When? How? Where? Let me go. Let me go. I have not encountered that one before. Oh dear lord. Okay. Oh man, I know a lot of YouTubers watching YouTube videos like this. There's speculation on, if they're overreacting just for the entertainment sake of the video. I am not. I literally just have a big shiver up my spine. Oh, we can go Can he go across the thing? Oh, no, you can't. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, no, 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 no. Can you move fast? You move fast, don't you? You move fast. I'm gonna do the run around the table gag, only the table is a green pit here. Are you gonna go back the other way? Are you gonna go back the other way? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going now. Anyways. Freaking percussion, man. Someone just banging with a hammer on some metal pans and a freaking barrel with just a hammer. I can't even remember what I was talking about now. But this episode so far is much better than the previous two I recorded. I like the original base game a lot better than the DLC. The Dollhouse one, like I said, it was just tedious to play. Like, I got lost so easily, and your health bar does not regenerate. And so you're trying to figure out, where do I go next? And there's these baby doll things attacking you. And then you die super easy. Or at least I did, because... Right? Left? Nope. Right? Like freaking Bowser's Castle, where you have to go a certain way. I remember this from the original game. Right? Right? Straight? Nope. Right? Right? Straight? Right? Nope. Right? Freaking Lost Woods from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time here. Straight. Oh, I made it. But yeah, and then you're trying to find your way, and then these dolls just end up killing you because your health doesn't regenerate. And even before the doll showed up, it was already frustrating just trying to figure out where things are. Now, and the hospital was much better than the Dollhouse one, but that's like I said, it's basically, oh, the surgeons and the doctors have turned evil, and I just felt that might be triggering for people who have had bad experiences at the hospital, and so I just didn't feel comfortable uploading it, even though it was the gameplay mechanics of it was more fun. And it's like I said, Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion sets up the atmosphere really well. Sound design is amazing. The graphical style, the art style is good. It's just sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the gameplay aspects are not the most fun. But when it comes to setting up the atmosphere and everything, and the mood and the music and everything, and setting up anticipation and then jump scaring you, it does great on that. It's just, it's not always the most fun to play from the gameplay aspect of it, but that's just my perspective. Other people might feel different. Other people might have loved the Dollhouse, the DLC part, and that's fine. That's just how I feel. It's setting up the repetition, the loop for the false alarm, and then bam, out of nowhere something pops up from the crate or something. We're on room 54. So after this episode, I don't know if I'll keep playing. If you guys want me to play back to the main game, try to get the good ending or not. I'm not gonna play the Dollhouse DLC, and I'm not gonna play the hospital one for the reasons I said before. I'm sorry if that's disappointing for you guys, but I can deal with something being tedious for a short amount of time. But I just knew if it was starting out like that with the Dollhouse one, most games just get more intense as it goes on. Like, it starts off easy, and then it gets more crazy from there on. It's very rare that, oh no, I'm toast! It's very rare that a game starts off super intense and then gets calmer as you go on. It's usually the other way around. And that being frustrated at it that early, I just knew that it was just not going to be fun. And if I'm not having fun, that's going to impact my commentary and how I try to be entertaining. I don't always succeed, but I knew it was going to impact that as well. And so I just decided it's best for me and for you guys just to if I'm not going to have fun. And sometimes that can work. Oh, God. Yep, repetition, and then something differs from the repetition, from the pattern. It establishes a pattern, and then there's an abrupt change in the pattern, and that's what's scary. Because you get the false insecurity that it's going to keep happening that way. But then it doesn't, and then bam, it gets you. But if I'm not having fun, it's different if it's like a rage game, or sometimes, you know, if you rage out against a game, it can be, there's some kind of entertainment or humor that can come from that. But, oh God, that one got me. That one got me for real. Oh, man. But there's some games like, there was Sonic Generations, where I was just so frustrated, and people didn't seem to be that interested in it at the time, so I just, like, if you guys were not having fun, I'm not having fun, why do it? And it became that way with Calamity Mod Rogue Revengeance, where I was just not having fun no more, and there wasn't even the entertainment of the rage moments. That was just gone. It was just, I can't get past this, and this is boring now, type of thing. It wasn't even that anymore. And games are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be, you know, there's the flow rate I talked about before, where there's the balance between challenge and skill level and fun. I'm not going to break that open. I've done that before. It chases after you and kills you. I'm not going to do it. Do you have to do it? Is that the only way to proceed forward, is to break it? I'm not doing it. I'm going back. I don't care. Oh, there's more than one way. Okay. Nope, not that way. And then the hospital one was terrifying, but it's like I said, because of that, I'm not going to do it. And even with the hospital one, there was moments where I just wasn't having fun. But then someone... Here we go again. We're in a loop, and something's going to come up out of nowhere. That one, that body bag one, was not one that I remember from before. So there's going to be things that come up out of nowhere that I just don't know. Oh God, pit of just... Can you fall down the pits? No, luckily not. But then some person, I can't remember who, but a long time ago requested me to play that again. And so I did, and I did finish Sonic Generations, but I just remember playing the original Sonic the Hedgehog, and I wasn't great at the game. I died plenty of times, but I was still having fun. But for some reason, it's not just the 3D aspect to it, because there was some 2D ones too, but it was just so chaotic. The FNAF reference. Hello, hello!
Hello? Yes. Hello, hello?
With the phone and the fan.
Hello? Yes. Hello?
I'm excited for the FNAF movie. It's going to be awesome, especially since Matthew Lillard is playing. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I don't recommend looking it up if you can, but Matthew Lillard is great. He was great in Scream, SLC Punk, of course, Scooby-Doo. There's a bunch of other ones. 13 Ghosts. He's just great. Michelle really likes him too, Matthew Lillard. I wish he was here right now with me, Michelle. She's out on a trip right now. Which makes this even scarier. But I wish she was still here, because she likes to see me record, and I love being around her. I wish I was on the trip with her, but I gotta look after things, and eventually she and I will go on a trip. But sometimes a staycation is the best type of vacation you can have, especially if you're introverted like me. But every once in a while I do like to go on an actual vacation with her. Whoa, that spooked me for a second. we've gone quite a while now with nothing happening, so I know at some point something's got to pop up. I'm gonna pause and make sure I'm still recording. It's awful when that happens. The music, I don't remember this music happening before. I do not remember. Sometimes I slink down in my chair and the webcam just is not aligned. And I thought about zooming out maybe more to compensate for that, but I don't know. I might do that. I might do that right now. Then I gotta pan it down a bit here. There we go. Tilt. There we go. That's better. Alrighty, so hopefully that didn't affect anything aside from you guys in the corner here. We'll see that it changed a bit, but aside from that, hopefully I'm gonna get back to it now. Alrighty. The other thing too with the sound design too is they do a great job. The developers of this game do a great job of setting up atmosphere through ambient sound like that. Like right now I'm getting this like I don't know if you guys can hear it or not either. Normally this is where you can save. You can save during endless mode. Turn that pout inside out. It's gonna turn into a scary monster. The fact that you can save, that's interesting. So, if that's the case, then I can just keep playing until I die, which might actually be a good plan for this year round, is just play endless until I die, and I can save and exit and then not have to worry. That would be great. Can I do that? I wonder. Yep. Yeah, I played the Katamari Hospital one for 23 minutes and 59 seconds, and I played the Dollhouse for 34 minutes. The original one I played for 3 hours and 20 minutes. This one I've got. So that's the plan going forward. I'm just going to play endless mode. Thank God. I was relieved, because I felt so bad like I was letting you guys down by not playing the Spooky Dollhouse or the Katamari Hospital. But now I feel relieved that we can do something spooky and it's fun and it's not likely to be a trigger for somebody else. I just thought that might be... Yeah, you guys understand, I think. So I will include the videos at the end, and I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.